Our next speaker, you won't recognize her. She's grown up. Nikki Mendicino.
A special thank you to Sergeant Artie Mahler, Gary Scheffmeyer, and everyone at Rolling Thunder for inviting me to be here with you again this year. The first and most important thing that I want to say to every one of you here who has ever served our country is thank you from the bottom of my heart and welcome home. And to those who have returned from Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom, I would like to say that we believe in you, we support you, and we are proud of you. Welcome home. All of you have taught me how important it is to be involved with our veterans and to never let our POW MIAs be forgotten. And for that, I also would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. From you, I have learned that the greatest thing that I can ever do with my life is to do everything that I can for our troops, our veterans, and our POW MIAs. During this past year, I've committed much more of my time to supporting our troops. I've adopted Marines and soldiers, sent emails, wrote letters, and organized a huge care package drive. But I truly believe that we can never support our troops enough. And today, here at Rolling Thunder, I would like to see all of us show our support for our troops together. On my cell phone is Private First Class Shane Hornbeck, who is serving with Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 26th Infantry Regiment with the 1st Infantry Division in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Right here, right now at Rolling Thunder, we have the opportunity to send the loudest thank you message to our men and women who are proudly serving our country in Iraq. I am holding my phone up and I'm asking you to let them hear the support that we have for our troops here at Rolling Thunder the whole way in Iraq. I know they heard you loud and clear. Supporting our troops will always be something that is very close to my heart, and because of what you have taught me, it will always be a huge part of my life. Another thing that has become very important to me is a freedom that we all have, thanks to every one of you who have served our nation, and that is our freedom of speech. But as I've gotten a little older, I've noticed some things that have me concerned regarding our freedom of speech. We, as American citizens, all have freedom of speech until we disagree with something, especially if that disagreement is political. We all have freedom of speech until we request more funding for our veterans, and then our freedom is attacked. And what would happen to that same freedom of speech if we demanded that our members of Congress finally cut their own benefits? We all have freedom of speech until we demand a full accountability of our POW MIAs, and then again, our freedom is attacked. We all have freedom of speech until we disagree with a political candidate, and once again, our freedom is attacked. And of course, we all have freedom of speech until we criticize Jane Fonda, and we all know what happens when that name is mentioned. Some people may disagree with my freedom of speech, but there is not one person in this country who will ever take away my right to stand up in public, place my right hand over my heart, and say one nation under God. And no one will ever take away my right to say to any terrorist, government, or country who wishes harm to our people or our country to sleep tight and rest assured, because our military is on a mission, and that mission is you. One day, I hope to be able to stand here before you representing one united nation under God, with the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Our military would be paid what they deserve for defending our freedom. Our veterans would never be denied benefits they have earned by serving and sacrificing for our nation. And no soldier would ever be left behind on my watch. By the grace of God, one day I also hope to be able to stand here before you and the rest of the nation and say to you that your mission is accomplished. As I always end all of my speeches, I would like to say that I truly believe there are 5 reasons why we live in a free country, and they are the Air Force, the Army, the Coast Guard, the Marines, and the Navy. They have made this the greatest nation in the world, and because of them, I'm one proud American. God bless you. God bless Captain Michael Scott Spiker and Staff Sergeant Keith Matthew Maupin, who are both being held as POW MIAs. God bless the USA, and Godspeed to all the troops who have been called to defend our nation. Thank you.
We went by each other, like paper, like that's okay. That's okay.
She's a college kid now. 11 years old when she started here. She's a college kid, right? What grade? What year?
Sophomore now.
She's a sophomore now. All right. How you doing?
Good.
What grade?
Almost.
Just under the dean's list. She's checking him out first before she wants to get on his list. How's a girl, Nikki?